And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
All right, ready? A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back to Mixon on second down. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend. And it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Pushes past him. And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job. Here we go. And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
It's Mixon on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Tannehill. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. He's got it to the 43 here. The Titans at 4 and 6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Down right around the 25. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Tannehill. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Tannehill. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins as time expires in the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense.
And this is going to be intercepted.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going deep for Hopkins. This is intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one, but maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum.
The other side is starting to gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Titans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From way up at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here we go. Go.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Tannehill on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together?
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Tannehill now to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them...
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
After the interception, here's Tannehill.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
That's going to be caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On one, ready?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Here we go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Slot man moves right. Burrow on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Going for it with McKinnon. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes, maybe.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Play. Here you go, Tiger.
They snap it to Tannehill. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 39-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Out to his left.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19.
11 MT.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A final shot now for Burrow. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it would probably